professor. Yeah. Just smiling. I live. Umbrella can't save you when black rain a fall. Mama don't tell you. Sophisticated in the yard. All you hear out a road a just siren. And the way you a move now a straight train.
Kingline Caribbean Showcase. Another Monday, we back. We here. Shout out to the powerreggae.com. Log in to check out the show on that as well. Special guest in the house tonight. The artist, man who wears many hats as an artist. The professor. Introduce yourself. Let the listeners know who's in the house tonight.
Yeah, well, like I said, the man who wears many hats in the music. As you know, the professor, writer, producer, artist, everything in the music, like I say. And I'm here from Queens, New York, promoting my new single from off the mixtape that I'm working on right now. So we'll give you further details on that while we get down in the interview. But right now, as I said, singer, producer, writer in the building. Live and direct.
Okay. Okay. You hail from Jamaica.
Yes.
Okay. Your career as an artist, did it actually start in Jamaica, apart from the talent shows and stuff like that? Mm-hmm. Did it start actually in the U.S. or did it take off in Jamaica?
Well, I was doing it in Jamaica first, and I was working with Bobby Digital and Mikey Bennett. But then I left Jamaica and came to America. And started all over from top again, you know, but yeah, I was doing it in Jamaica at first.
Okay. And not to rush the interview, we went over a couple of songs. Sniper was playing a couple of your songs earlier. Those songs that we were playing earlier, are they currently available on iTunes?
Yes, definitely, on all digital stores.
Is that off of the last album?
Yeah, the Laboratory.
Okay.
Produced by Don Carleon Records.
Okay, so check out that album. That's the last album that you did.
Yes.
Again, produced by the legendary
Don Carleon.
Okay. It's available now on iTunes. Moving along, you, the artist, you want to get the listeners in tune with who you are and the many things you do as an artist. Getting prepared to do the interview, I was doing my research on you. I was quite surprised. Couple of things I knew of you as an artist.
Oh, definitely.
Couple of things I did not know. Okay, let's start with you touring with Inner Circle and what role you played in that legendary band.
Well, I was touring with Inner Circle for like 3 years, and I was the lead singer for the full 3 years. You know, I did writings with them also, you know, I was recording other stuff, but I was actually the lead singer touring with them all over the world.
Sniper, you were supposed to drop a bomb when he said that back there.
Drop a bomb, Sniper.
Yeah, real talk.
No, the bomb this one, so I to the speaker to him. Better bomb, see?
Yes. How did that come about? Because a household name Inner Circle.
Well, I would say it's a magical move because I was actually in New York, Queens area, doing my own work as an artist, and I was like, you know, I'm in Queens doing this for so long. Not that I wasn't getting a buzz or anything, but I wanted to try something different, you know. And I can remember on my birthday, I forgot the year. For my birthday, I left New York and go to Florida by one of my friends. They also have a studio over there. Red Light, big up yourself. So Red Light was actually working by Circle House, which is in a Circle studio. So I used to go back there to see him. And, you know what I mean? Because he was working on a project also. And I always hear the band over the other side. I was going to the studio not even knowing it was their studio. So I always hear the band rehearsing over there. Me, you know me, music, I love bands and everything, I like music. So I'm actually take up myself and go over there. And I see them play, and honestly, I never know who they be. I just know the studio with me and just see the band play. But when I hear them go do a song now, when I hear them I say, bad boys, bad boys. And I say, oh. Everything start run back in my head now, I say, well, that guy right place me there. So, I say nothing. Go back home and thing and come back the following day. When I come back the following day, them have planned to rehearse, but the guy was supposed to sing, him not reach yet. So, you know, the drummer there and the keyboardist and them play around. And me there just go and vibe out with them. Just I sing my song them and I bounce to them I do. But Red Light and the owner for the band, son's friends. So him hear my music from me giving them to Red Light and working with Red Light, and he was actually telling his father about me a long time ago before I even knew that. You know what I mean? So the owner for the band, Ian Lewis, Roger Lewis' brother, bass player and lead guitarist, they heard me singing now and they was like, yo, you're official artist or you just do this? I'm telling them I'm an official artist, but if you say doing this meaning just like singing, well, if me have to just say I do this for sing, I'm going to work out there, so well, I guess I just do it, And they laugh, but I never know about that take me serious. So the singer ended up never come for the day. And believe you me, after the day I go and sing out and I vibe. And just ask me if I know them songs. I said, I know some of the songs them, but everything I know. I hear them one thing and I never know none but two. Sweat and Bad Boy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So easily I go home and thing now, go up on the internet, learn up some of the songs them and come back and think. So yeah, I'm ready now, I said I'm ready. The lead singer did I was like my rehearsal, and I get no chance. Long story short, the following day after them done, I go back to the damn thing and them actually have my rehearsal with the lead singer. Because I think I'm me alone that do it. Me, the lead singer, and them out of them rehearsal thing. So I'm not the lead singer and them have a falling out. Him not come on one of the rehearsal, I don't know if I put him from pause or even stop or whatever. And then just have me singing from there for the rest of the 3 years.
Oh, okay. Within those 3 years, that's a long time for to be around a legendary band such as Inner Circle. Where did that take you?
All over the world, no, honestly. If my name places, I'm going to go to Inner Circle. Well, certain places I don't even remember, but I tell you, all different kind of countries. Everywhere around the world. I meet a lot of people, into a lot of professional studios. Some studio where when you go there, it's like, as a magazine alone, you see some of them and some of the equipment them when you get to work, because they are actually a state-of-the-art studio. When you graduate from music school, you would love to get a chance to go work by Circle House Studio in Fort Lauderdale. So.
Okay. Did you ever actually go to school for music?
No, I didn't go to school for music.
Okay. The reason I asked you that is because once again, coming back to you wearing many hats.
Okay.
You've worked as a producer, songwriter. Have you won awards that maybe people don't know about?
Well, me personally, no, but I've been a part of works that have won awards. I love this shit with Chris Brown, K.L.C.S, Schoolboy Q, that's a rap song. The team that I'm working with, I was working with, Spiky Records in Fort Lauderdale, we were a part of that, and that went #1 on the Billboard actually, the rap songs. So I'm on that, and a song with me and Ken Booth from off my album that was actually, I didn't get an award, but it was a #1 on BET Africa, with me and Ken Booth called Touch You off the album. But as far as I was, like Grammy and stuff, not as yet.
Okay, but I see that coming in your future, based on some of the writing that you've done in the past.
Yes.
Okay, moving along, we're gonna touch on that for a second. As far as you composing music for other artists, who are some of the artists that you've worked with that we may not have known about?
Well, I would like for you to know about the ones that I've worked with. So I guess it's you could say like almost every reggae and dancehall artist in this time and
Seriously speaking.
Yeah, definitely. Seriously speaking, I've done work with Barry Saman, Ken Booth, Morgan Heritage, big bad singer like IKEA. Jacka Baba again for that one. J-Boog from Hawaii, Gentleman from Germany. Like, just name them out, and as I tell you, August I've seen them, the Chris Brown and around that record. Those are some of the artists.
Okay. So we're looking forward to seeing you stepping on these stages to collect some awards in the future. As far as
Well, right now I'm actually hoping this record that I have that actually just got signed with one of the biggest electronic label in Europe. It's called Spinning. You know, that's Tiesto is on that label, Skrillex and all of those guys. They just signed a single for me with a producer that they also signed by the name of Lucky Charms, and that single is doing good. Actually, it's number 9 on Beatport chart right now. Electric.
What's the name of that single?
It's called Ready.
Right.
It's like an EDM music, you know, EDM song. So yeah, check that out. The video is actually 2 million views now on YouTube. So doing good.
Okay, I was gonna ask Sniper if he had that on the list, but I don't see it up here. But in the meantime, you have other music that you're promoting. Before we get back into some of these other questions that I have, you want to line up one of these songs for the listeners. Sniper.
Yes, sir.
Sorry Ain't Enough is on the list.
Yeah.
The listeners get in tune with that record right there, promoting that one tonight.
I want to play the one with the guitar then.
Sorry Ain't Enough.
Sorry Ain't Enough.
The Professor.
Sorry ain't enough. Sorry ain't enough.
King Ron Caribbean Showcase, song entitled Sorry Ain't Enough. See, now the reason I stopped you before we went into that song is because you were speaking about EDM music and stuff like that, and this record in particular sounds like a totally different genre, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to get into that as far as you as an artist. What are some of your inspirations? You seem to have the flexibility to do different types of music.
Yes.
Where does that come from?
Well, that just comes from within me, like my mind and creativity for music, you know, because like my mind is always open to music and whatever. I take everything with music, the least thing you can expect. You know, I take an inspiration from it. If I say a bunch of ants are grown, I probably take that and make something, you know, in a music. But that's me. I'm easily inspired. I put everything to music. But yeah, I don't just do one genre, I do several genres of music. Like I can say probably every genre, because I try every genre. I don't do Spanish music, I'm gonna talk Spanish. So you know, I do everything.
Okay, that's definitely impressive. You said you worked doing some hip hop records as well. How did that connection come about?
Well, it's being out in Fort Lauderdale, like I tell you, working at Circle House Studio, you know, everybody come through there from the Rick Ross to the Liquor Win to everybody. So I was just over there working.
Okay.
That connection came through that.
All right, and as an artist who does so many different genres of music, who were some of the artists that inspired you growing up as an artist?
Growing up as an artist, alright. Kenny Rogers, country music. Dixie Chicks, country music. Anything when him gospel, from the Jamaican gospel music to the US to the UK, all kind of gospel music. Gospel singers are the best, and I care what nobody wants to say.
See, now it makes sense. You got a big record with Campbell. I'm saying, okay, sure. Let me don't stop. You continue.
Sure. From the reggae side, you know, as I said, Barry Salmon, the Sizzler, the Dennis Brown, the Cocotte, like all of the great legends, man. Trust me, all the great legends in reggae music. Cause my mother and father buy a lot of albums and records, you know. And every morning down to Sunday, as it reached 5 o'clock, everybody on the road have to hear music, whether they like it or not. And my mother that, you know, whether they complain and turn on a little and they gone back up. So we have music, back of music, all different type. When the reggae album them done out, she got another dancehall on them. And the dancehall done, she got another hip hop, every genre. If she a car, we got school, car, music, loud, all kind of music, you know, here. So yeah, every artist right now inspire me. Don't tell artists what I don't ever listen to them. I hear something, I say, yeah, I know the song good, inspire.
All right, now the Professor, the artist, I was introduced to him through Don Corleone, listening to his rhythms and stuff like that, and what he was actually putting out online at that point in time. That's when I was introduced to you as an artist. How did you meet with Don Corleone and establish that relationship?
Don Corleone, back at Circle House again. he was at Circle House working with Kevin Little. I think he was supposed to work on a single with Kevin Little. And somebody told me Dan was next door because it's like 4 different studios on the block where Circle was, like 4 houses, and every house is
a studio. Okay.
So I was over in Studio B, and Dan was over by Studio A, and somebody was like, yo, Dan over there. But you know, you always want somebody like that to hear your music. So I just put on a little skit, because I never really have nothing. I just have my phone and I put my headphone on my ears, and I happen to walk out through the gate, I go over to Studio A to go see him. I see him, and him actually walk out of Studio A. But he might roll up something and I'm on, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I say, alright, perfect time. So I start sing out under my headphone and act like when I see him, you know. And I even say, give me a little wave out, like him, I say, I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna take off my headphone. I say, yo, you sound good, man, you're an artist. And I don't even tell him yes or no, I just tell him, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go back over Studio B. Run down my email, I burn on 4 songs on a CD. I write my name and my number back and carry back, go across the road and give it to him while I'm in a Kevin Little session. And I can remember like 30 minutes after I gave the CD, I was about to leave the studio and my phone ring. And my answer it and the man just say, yo, if my telephone come Jamaica tomorrow, you ready? I say, yeah. And that was it, tomorrow, Kingston, Jamaica.
Yeah, because you was an artist. I know this, like I said, I was introduced to you through him. It's almost like he took you under his wing. You were actually one of the artists he was working with exclusively. Along with, I believe at that time was maybe Protege, was getting a lot of work.
Yeah, we was actually doing some exclusive work because I was doing a lot of writing for him, because I whenever I put out a beat, like I used to write like a couple of the songs I managed for him. But I was writing my own songs also, so I was not only his artist, I was also a writer on his label. So if I wasn't putting out music, I was writing a lot of music. So yeah, I was really doing some exclusive work there with him.
Okay. Many hats. We're gonna get into another record you promoting currently. What's the next one you got, Sniper? Got the Love Note? Okay. We're gonna get back into another record in a minute, but these songs that you're currently promoting, tell us a little bit about it. Tell us a little bit about the record we're about to play before we get into it.
This one, Waving Our Belly.
Waving Our Belly.
Waving Our Belly.
Yeah.
See you there.
Let's hear it. Listen one second.
I want the name Waving Our Belly, you know, from the new mixtape.
Okay.
Sexation shit.
Yeah. Let's get into the mixtape now. Tell us a little bit about the mixtape. That's the second joint we heard off of the upcoming mixtape. When do you plan on releasing the mixtape?
By the end of the month. By the end of the month, this month, mixtape out already. As I said, it's called Sexation Ship. It's all songs for the girls. You get what I'm saying? So instead of a relationship, them song I just tell us say, I could just do it and done. We don't have to have no attachment or nothing.
You even gotta talk. Just
no
want to say.
just do it and done. Yeah, Sexation Ship.
We need some of those in the inner circle again. Okay, how many tracks is on the upcoming mixtape? We featured 2 so far. Got another one before you leave out. We're gonna let the fans hear. But how many songs on the mixtape?
10 songs.
Okay, and as far as production, who were some of the people you worked with and put in this mixtape?
Alright, you see, for this mixtape, normally when like I do my work, you know, we go with people who is deep in the industry and doing it. So, but this time around, I want to give some of my people them strength. So me, do some of the production. I have Island Links Records from Brooklyn here, you know, M. He is doing some of the production. Studio Face from Queens, he's doing some of the production. K.L.C.S Music, I'm thinking about making him do a production on it also. But majority of the productions on it is me, and quite a few other underground producers, you know, from out in Florida and Atlanta, and also in LA. Like DJ Marley Waters, he's not a upcoming producer. He signed to Sony Records. You know, he produced that song with Tinashe and Drake. 2-1, I love to get yeah. So I'm doing some work with him also for it. And I have a new artist by the name of KB. I think the official single of the mixtape is featured me and KB. And that's what it's called. The song is called Sexation Ship. God when you hear it. It's like a trap dancer thing, you know what I mean? And it have a sexy feeling to it. The girl them gonna love it. Yeah.
Okay. You seem like you 10 steps ahead of them. You have your process well thought out, planned out,
After.
and you're trying to execute, not trying, but you're executing it now.
Yes, man. Definitely.
Okay. Congratulations on that.
Thank you
Look
very
out for the
much.
mixtape coming at the end of this month, you say.
Yes.
Okay. Two quick things before we tune out. You as a writer versus you as an artist. How do you find that differs for you financially, as far as an artist as a whole versus a writer? Tell us a little bit about the pros and cons.
Well, like I was saying to
Father
German earlier, like he was saying to me actually, yeah. He would say the writing, like I would also say the writing also, because in the long run, it's the ownership. When you write, it boils down to split sheets. So when you write and you have your split sheets and you will do this amount of work and you get this amount of percentage, it's there. Nobody can change that. So the writing for me, I prefer that most of the time. But financially, being the artist, I think the money comes in a little quicker. Or when I say money, I mean a whole heap of money, but at least something where you can financially and yes. Stuff them or whatever. And even if it's a big artist, a big money are coming in the same way. But yeah, as an artist, the money come in a little quicker. But writing and producers, you know, them who wait for publishing and who knows if the song will go hit, and if the song not hit, they're not sure they want to produce some other stuff again and hope and live off a dream. While the artist, he might not get a hit song, but you know, some people over the world might love the song, so you go get some shows and get some dub plate and stuff, so him live off of that. Quicker than all the writer, yeah, or producer would have hit.
Now, I'm doing this interview with you, and I'm realizing that you were able to migrate to the U.S. and it seems like you were able to assimilate some of the tactics used in other genres and execute it within your reggae circle.
Yeah. Now,
the upcoming tape, you're calling it a mixtape, but I realize you have exclusive production on it. So, is the mixtape going to be available on iTunes, Amazon for sale?
Some of the songs, I'm not going to put everything for sale of it, but some of the songs of the mixtape will be available.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and some I'll give away for free.
Okay, so we want to get the fans in tune, so we want the fans to know exactly where they can reach out to you. On social media, where can they find you online, find some of that free music, maybe just to reach out to you and let you know they enjoy your music?
Alright, well, on my Instagram you can find me at theprofessorjet.com. That's my website, theprofessor.com. My Instagram is theprofessorjetset, D-A Professor J-E-T-S-E-T. My Twitter is Jetset Professor, J-E-T-S-E-T Professor.
What's the jet set about?
Jet set, alright.
Jet setting?
As him said, jet setting, but not only that, it's a long story. First studio I had, you know, it was close by the airport, and trust me, like, trying to record songs, I have a long problem with the planes passing over, like every 5 minutes, buckeyes and the flights are low. So I said, man, I'm paying a jet. But then, you know, jet said, you know, the fashion world, you know, you only continue. So I said, yo, I think no mix, you know, I know that, you know, and I'm confident in myself. And also, I said, yo, right now, I'm jet set, you know, I'm a jet setting because I travel a lot too.
That's what I was waiting on. That's what I was waiting on. Okay. So, you can check him out on social media. Do you have any videos up on YouTube?
Oh, a lot of videos. And I have a new one coming out actually soon for Sorry Ain't Enough, the song that you played earlier. Yeah, featuring Paul Kaiser on the guitars. Big up Paul.
So what's the YouTube page?
The Professor Jet Set. Yes, so once you Google that, YouTube that, anything that, you'll find everything. SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, and as I said, the website, theprofessor.com. And you can also check out the website for my foundation, stoptheabuse.org. Yeah, for domestic violence, so women and kids. Yeah, so we're against that also.
Alright. Before we tune out, we got something that we do here every Monday for the listeners. We have the artists showcase their talent live in the studio. Sniper's gonna drop a rhythm. Sniper, you ready for us? King Live Caribbean Showcase, the Professor. It's a pleasure. Drop that rhythm and show them what you do.
Watch me, we too rich. No, we not beg nobody nothing. No, me not brag, no, me don't shout or nothing. Have my own car, Ferraris I pay. Living the party life, me up the whole world just by the touch of one button. Too rich, so me not beg nobody nothing. No, me not brag, and me don't shout or nothing. Have my own car, Ferraris I pay. Living the party life, me up the whole world. Sniper, watch this. Me too rich, make the hate of them a draw me out. 2 months swag, 50 girls, no one go pump me road. Like a compass, one to go out and me say one go south. Everybody blind when the eyes palm my hand flash out. My chain long from my neck to my belt buckle. 80 million and couple more and some my wealth shuffle. Got them on the sea with the girls and with the best something. Don't like the way my roll, shut up, don't say no. Plus my girls are the finest the hips. But my girlfriend, they are the widest hips. My ever see bigger than the hips from Beverly Hills. I give me the clever the chills. Back to Tennessee, sipping on the Hennessy. Shape it like a tambourine, not carry for my frenesy. Girlfriend, wine to the motion. Damn, me said that, it was shut down the ocean. Me too rich, so we now beg nobody nothing. No, we now brag and we don't shout or nothing. Not for one, not your Ferrari type, living the party life, but of the whole world. Watch this. Some boy there road, right? A flask, a wood, a copper. Pick up yourself in the building, don't you? When I take care of them youth, some dead big father when I mind them youths. Every day them come and grab out them have a new girl in a them bed and lay down with them and I use no boats. But now some boy when I take care of them youth, well don't beg or none if you not mind the youth. Never deny it from you know say you have the truth. The father said to multiply like how the tree them a bear fruit. Pick up the single mothers where you do it, stand firm on your feet. Some boy want from in them delete. All of a sudden I move cheap. No one spend no money when they use them to live life sweet. Brother when the dearest things and put the dog in dark asleep. What kind of father that you need a box for everything? Hear me and say no man.
One more.
Fire! Yeah. Watch me now. Yeah. When me a swear to my friends and my friends them a swear to kill me. When me a go and play a fool go get choice. Go and read my Bible and say a prayer daily. That I reveal them in front of my eyes. Show me them, me want know. I know a plan for me drop out. From one day Jack give me a warning. Or tell me say the boy them a map out. If them fake or them red eye, I instigate them try send man to kill I. If them my enemy, me wish them the best I. And them neglectful, me no pay them no mind. The disappointment, dirty dead dog. That's the type of friend them is, so them a got dead bad. And meanwhile them a plan for me, somebody a plan for them. God, permanent red card. The boss here feel friends and in friends them a swear for me. But we are going to play a fool for get twice. Go and read my Bible and say a prayer daily. That I reveal them in front of my eyes. Show me them in that one know. I want to a plan for we drop out. From what the lion get a warning. Just tell him say the boy them a yo. All we do a work hard. You can do the same. What a shame of them and you say you want to carry me name. Want see me a graveyard and make me prevail. But them dirty plan fail. The wicked man detail. Them a burning a hell hot fire. Mr. Pagan no spell backfire. Wish they upon me but dead before me. Cause none of them no bad like I care. And me a swear to my friends and my friends them a swear to kill me. But me a go and play a fool to get twice. Go and read my Bible and say a prayer daily. That I reveal them in front of my eyes. Show me them sniper one know. One know a plan for drop out. From that day me get a warning. We from your last minute, herbs from the last in over herbs. When me smoke all my eye, them collapse. Me smoke trees keep quicker, let my heart feel quicker. By the same weed, me up from that lion and I hear me smoke weed and cover. Let me walk and stagger, and if a girl forget the touch, you know my finger them quicker. No purpose come, let me act like me junk. Alright, over there so, sing with me now. Professor.
Martin, Professor live in the building.
Now, anybody want to send a shout out to?
Right now, I just want to shout out to the world for being the wonderful people you are. Keep supporting the Professor and the Jet Set music.
Okay, and once again, the mixtape coming out the end of this month entitled
Sexationship.
Sexationships.
Yeah.
Oh,
That should be in our
turn up to
dictionary.
that. Before we tune out, we're going to leave the listeners with another one off of the mixtape. That one is entitled Hurt It.
Ladies.